plane, anything.
That's like the one trip that you've done and stuff.
Yes.
Honestly, so like this pisses a lot of people off sometimes when I say this, but like it's just being honest. Guys really like a woman that hasn't experienced a lot because they want to experience a lot with someone. They want to be the first. You know how like we want a virgin, we also want you to break. We want to break every one of your virginities. Like the first time you go to Cozumel, the first time you go to fucking Europe, the first time you go to eat at a certain restaurant. We want to be the first for anything because like it feels so good. That just makes you feel like a man is like being the first one to have those experiences with somebody sometimes. And that's an extremely green flag. Like there's a lot of guys that would see you as like this really awesome thing because they would get to experience some really fun moments with you, I guess you could say, because you've only gone to Tampa. Like my girl's a good example of that. She really didn't experience a lot before we got together. So it's like anything we experience together, it's gonna be fucking beautiful. You know, it's good for both of us. It's gonna be beautiful. Um, no, I'm not gonna do that one. Oh, okay. Does size matter? The for you?
I mean, it matters in a way. It's just how they use it mainly.
Yeah, but it's not like a deal breaker if they're like average in that area.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal. That big of a deal. What about you?
Does size matter? Personally, yes. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Do you have that measuring tape, Donnie?
I do.
Can you bring it to me really quick? But we're gonna test something really quick. I want to know, with your hands, really quick. What is what is average to you? Just with your hands, just do what you think average is.
And how many inches would you say it?
Yeah,
as
like
well?
like say I think this is this many inches, and you know, you'd say like right there.
I think it's like 6 or 7 inches.
Here, now pace it towards me so I can measure it. Okay, that right there. Okay, that's 6. You're pretty accurate. If that's let's try you. But what do you think that is? How much do you think that is?
Was that
6 also?
Yeah.
Saying y'all think that's average? Yeah, you are pretty accurate actually. Y'all are pretty like on point. We've done that before, and some girls were very thrown off about what they thought, 6 or like what big or small was. Like they were pretty thrown the fuck off. Who do you look up to? Like who's like a certain celebrity, philosopher, like whatever, who do you look up to, would you say?
I don't really have a specific person I look up to. I used to always look up to my older sister, just because she had a good career and family and all of that. But there's no one else really specific I look up to, like celebrity wise.
Not chasing the Kardashians or anything?
No.
Cardi B? Meg Stallion? No?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're great, but
Yeah. Yeah, they're boss babes, but they're not exactly somebody to look up to for a family maybe or a family woman. What about you? Who's somebody that you look up to?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yep.
She's because she did so much for you by herself. Yeah, it makes you be like, what the fuck? I could never do that shit. What's a secret about women that most men don't know? What is something that you got to give these guys some sauce so they can actually, get some help with some women? Let's start with you.
I gotta think.
That's a hard one.
Secret.
She's like, I don't want to get canceled for my women, my fellow women on this one.
Let me think.
Can you think of one?
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna just put myself out there or if there's other women like me, but definitely we definitely check up on our men on their social media pages, stalking their page, making sure that they're not following more girls,
That's something that like you do for sure.
Yeah.
But you'd say like some women might not do that, but you or like the ones that like you and the other girls that do it. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. Yeah. See, like my big beef is I hate guys on social media because they're so fucking stupid. Like they'll have a great girlfriend and they sit there and like have to like all these girls' pictures all the time. To me, it's simping. It's giving attention. It's just like, why give attention to somebody? And like to me, it's goofy because how often does a guy like your picture and like, oh, I want to fuck that guy? Like it's one thing if like you like somebody's picture and like it actually like generated some type of interest from that person. But 99% of the time, you're liking that girl's picture, giving her attention, and you're getting nothing in return at all as a man. You're just like, you're never going to get anything. So to me, it's simping. It's a form of simping. It's like, why are you wasting your attention, your energy on that shit? It's just goofy. Like, you can avoid the whole fight with your girl by just not doing it. It's like, it's really goofy to me. So but I hear this all the time though, that girls have to deal with it all the fucking. It's weird to me because I don't do it, but it's just goofy. Um, if you had a son, what is advice that you would give to him to make sure that his girlfriend or whatever doesn't screw him over? Like, that's another kind of secret thing, girl game, that like a girl, that as a mother you'd have to tell your son to make sure he doesn't get fucked over by a girl.
I would probably tell him to be careful what he texts and like pictures that he sends because it's usually gonna end up in a group chat.
Okay. Yeah, that's a super good advice one. I feel like guys slip up for years in text until they realize, fuck. Like, I want to say I was texting stupid shit until I was at least 24, 25 before I was like, okay, I take back everything I used to say. Like, all of it was so stupid. What about you? What's some game that you would give to your son? Like, you don't want him to get screwed over by a girl. Talk close to the mic if you can.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, if she starts acting different, just all of a sudden she starts acting different, then there's definitely another man.
There's definitely another man as soon as she starts acting different.
Whether they're just talking, they're linking, whatever, there's definitely
Yeah,
something
yeah.
wrong.
Women always cheat emotionally first. Like, a guy, like, they'll actually cheat just sexually, and that's it. Like, they're not, like, they can just fuck something and walk away from it. It's like taking a piss. It's nothing. But for a woman to have sex with somebody, for a woman to cheat on you, you already lost her emotionally. She already emotionally checked out to the other guy.
I think that's a great segue into my question earlier about like whenever you asked who gets over breakups quicker, women or men.
Yeah.
Um, and the reason why I asked the question of did you break up with your ex first or did they break up with you? Because usually for a girl to break up with a man, she's already checked out emotionally. So once you've already broken up with them, you're already done. That guy hasn't even been able to absorb what the fuck just happened, basically.
He's behind. Yeah.
So he's already lost. Like you've basically started off a 100 yard dash at
At
the
the
80
finish
yard
line.
mark,
Yeah.
while he's starting literally at zero.
Yeah.
So I personally believe that women get over breakups a hell of a lot sooner than a guy does, especially whenever she's initiating most of them.
Especially if she does that. Yeah, if she does something like that. But that's why, like, they always say that, like you said, you're gonna tell way beforehand. Like, you're gonna know that she's already checked out. Um, if you were a man, do you think life would be easier? Do you think that certain privileges for men versus women, basically?
I think it might be a little easier just from like personal experience.
Seeing like your brothers or your father and stuff, like their life,
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit easier than being a woman. What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. What I like to say on this question a lot is, so it's father time and mother nature. So, like, for guys, we're nothing when we're 18 years old. We get out of high school. We're not making six figs. We're not fucking we're not the cool guy. We don't have a beard and mustache. We don't have the physical. We haven't learned all the stuff to make us really attractive to women yet. So guys, we're losers at 18. And then once we hit 30, 35, that's our prime. And that's when you're making 100K a year. That's when your savings is big. That's whenever you're able to do all the really big stuff. But for a woman, it's the opposite. So I would say that guys have the privilege at 35 plus because we get all our value late in life, and we keep getting higher in value because our value is a lot is based on our provisioning, our income and stuff. But for a woman, a lot of y'all's value is based off your youth, your beauty, your ability to have children and shit like that. And that's just what men naturally want, just what they naturally want. So because of that, y'all have all the privilege up front. At 18, 19, y'all get to go on a yacht. Like, y'all get to do all types of really fun shit. Like perfect example, that 19-year-old girl or 20-year-old girl that's with uh what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio. That girl is going to experience some crazy shit the next couple of years that most people will never get to experience their entire life. Like, she's going to get to live it up big time, and he might break up with her in a few years like he did all the other girls. But she leveraged her beauty at that young age to lock in some crazy fucking experiences. And that's something that no guy 18, 19, 20 gets to do unless they're like a superstar, like in football or basketball player or something, you know? So yeah, that's the thing. I don't think either one of us is more privileged than the other. I think that early in life, women are more privileged, and later in life, men are more privileged. That's it. It's just a flip. Um,
My grandmother said, "Men age finer than women."
Yeah, what pisses a lot of people off is you could say guys age like wine, women age like milk, but that is a very fucked up thing that pisses a lot of people off when you say that. But it's just sometimes like it's the very, very harsh truth of the world. Like a lot of things that we talk about on this show is evolutionary biology. This is shit that have Homo sapiens have always been like this for 300,000 years before religion, before all this shit. Like when we were cave people, we have all these natural instincts to basically be like fucking monkeys, and we got to come to terms with that. We're still fucking monkeys halfway. Like 99% of our DNA is fucking chimpanzee's DNA. We're not so different, you know. Like smartphone, dumb human is what I like to say. Like we're like our phone is way smarter than us.